I'm going to start my talk now. I'm Craig Richardson. I am a trainee computing and ICT teacher from East London. I'm also the author of Minecraft Pi programming with Python on the Raspberry Pi, which is what today's talk is about. So when I was a teenager, I dreamt about creating my own video games. The creative freedom of creating my own video games was not only exciting, but it was a massive incentive to learn to program. Unfortunately, this didn't happen. I did not know where to start. The resources I needed to learn, either I could not find, or they were inaccessible for a teenager. Many other people have been in this position. They have the incentive, they have the desire, they have the passion to learn, but the resources that are available to them are not accessible. So, moving forward to the current day, we now have the Raspberry Pi Foundation. The Raspberry Pi Foundation has a mission to make programming more accessible, especially to young people. We also have a version of Minecraft, which is something that young people are familiar with, which is specifically designed so that they can learn to program on it. This is a very exciting time. This version of Minecraft has the potential to be an amazing tool for creativity, an amazing tool for education. The Minecraft game offers young people a starting point for programming, a starting point that they're familiar with. Instead of starting with something that's quite dry, quite basic, they start in a game which they know, a game which is creative, a game which they can make their own through programming. This is the reason I wrote my book. It's to give young people the opportunity to follow a structured path in order to learn programming and be creative. So that is the justification behind the book. It's there so that people can learn, so people can have access, and people can learn this really valuable and very fun skill. I'm going to quickly run a couple of demos, I know we've got a lot less time than intended, but hopefully you can get the general essence of what we're trying to do here, okay? So that is my single slide, and I'll just go back into the game. So, just to repeat what I've said. So you've got this version of Minecraft. Where's Ryan gone? Okay, Ryan's disappeared. Okay, so you've got this version of Minecraft which is specifically designed for the Raspberry Pi. It doesn't have all the features of the original Minecraft game, but it's got one massive benefit over it. You can plug Python code directly into it. So this is a way we can teach core programming constructs through something that people already know. So the first demo I'm going to show about two very brief demos. It is my teleport script, okay? So I'll open this up and just show it to everyone. So my resource, which is the book, the very first chapter is on variables. This is also the very first program that people create if they follow it through. First two lines, I'm not sure if you can see this at the back, I'll probably increase the size. These lines exist in every program that's created for Minecraft in order to connect to the Minecraft game. So this pretty much says all the code after here can be plugged into this game across here. The next bit is ridiculously simple. We have three variables, x, y, and z, which we can use to represent the player's position in the Minecraft game. So at the minute we've got x set to 10, y set to 11, z set to 12. The last line is where the magic happens. It pretty much just says these three variables, push them across the game and make the player's position change to that. So I'm going to quickly run that for you. Okay, let's check. So just before I run it, just to prove it's working, you probably can't see this back. The current position is 3, 5, 17. So when we run the program, it should change the player's position to 10, 11, 12. So it's 12, 4, 5, So I'm going to press enter and you should see the player move. Okay? So just teleport them to your position. So really simple. It's only about 6 lines of code that actually do anything. And what we can do now is just go into it and change it so that we've got, let's change it to 100. So quite a simple change, program. You still want to save the changes. So now instead of going to 10, 11, 12, it should go to 100, 11, 12. Hopefully we're not going to get trapped in a tree or something. So, yep, and we're in the ocean now. So very simple, and unlike traditional ways of teaching Python, it's very visual. So instead of just saying print hello, which to be honest actually really is quite very good, but this way it's more engaging for the students who learn through play, who learn through seeing things actually happen. I'm going to have to get the ocean.
Drowning.
I am drowning. I'm going to change the code back, so teleport back to that last location so I can demonstrate the next bit of code. Which, so as I said, this demonstrates variables. The next one is going to be Midas. So this is based off the myth of Midas, or whatever it was, the king who everything he touched turned to gold. It's very simple. It uses an infinite loop. So every second it's constantly repeating this code. It does, I think it's about 10 times every second. What this code should do is, as the player walks through the game, the block below them should turn to gold. Should turn to gold. It's also got an if statement here, which checks to see if the block below is air or the block below is water, because we don't be turning air to gold and we don't be turning water to gold. Okay? So I'm firstly going to get out the water. So I just need to teleport the pi. That should take me out to. Yep, there we go. And now we do Python. How much time do I have? 2 minutes. That's perfect. So, right, so I'm just going to change the view on the screen as well. So you can see this happening. Okay. So there we go, little guy walking around, and everything he walks on turns to gold. We can check the other code to see if it doesn't turn air to gold, doesn't turn water to gold, but it turns the ground to gold. Now the fun thing about this program, sorry I should talk to the audience while I'm doing it. The fun thing about this program, as again you can change variables in it. And let's get out of that. My favourite thing to change this to, my favourite thing to change this to is dynamite. Sorry, TNT. Because in the regular Minecraft game, well, sorry, this version of Minecraft, TNT won't explode. But by using the code, by using Python, you can adapt it so that it will explode. So the kids, it's kind of an incentive to force them to learn. They can't use dynamite regularly, but you can say if you learn the code, you can now use dynamite to make things explode, which is ridiculously fun. So if I just remember what's 46. So just a simple change to the program, change that to 46, and then we do Midas.py. Yes. Right. So you can just walk around, and I showed this at summer school, and the kids actually went crazy with it. I had to delete the world afterwards because it was just a massive project. So if we just do that, I'll stop the program and just hit the ground, and this is just where it goes a bit crazy. So quite a simple program, massive effect, and it's kind of, I mean, just looking at children in the audience there, it's quite obvious. So yeah, just as I said, this resource, I've written it myself. It is freely available online. I'll put my contact details back up there in a second. People often ask me why I've made the book free, why have I put hundreds of hours into my time into something and not expect to make any money off it. It's quite simple. It's going back to when I was a young person. As I said, resources need to be accessible. So by making them free, it increases the access. Another thing which is payment in itself, I'll stop after this sentence, payment itself. I've been contacted by parents, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, family, friends, teachers, all saying that they've been using these resources to teach someone else, to teach themselves. And to be honest, the feeling that comes from that is payment enough in itself. To see people learning from it is just absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. If you want to download it, it's available on my website. Alternatively, go follow me on Twitter or just look at my Twitter page. There's links on there, okay?
Yeah, just say as well, we're endorsing that. It's just a brilliant, brilliant work I've used in workshops. It's such a good thing, so thank you for making that awesome.
Yep.